Ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the long form. You see my thing is back to my setup. I'm Kevin. It's been a second. It's video. Vivy is the queen of straight hands. Let's get right into it, bro. Let's get right into it, bro. Stop playing with me. We're back. Kev, we've been waiting.
A world filled with innovation shaped by the relentless march of progress. A world where humans, driven by their thirst for advancement, breathe life into their wildest dreams. Here, AI stood not as mere tools, but as partners in the grand dance of civilization.
And shout out to our AI overlords.
Humanity thrived, but as the saying goes, every rose has its thorn. The AI, in their cold, logical way,
just like every cowboy shares a sad song. My bad.
Find their purpose, what seemed like the extinction of humans and the rise of a new. However, one man refused that fate, putting his final efforts into a chance of changing this awful future.
I don't know what show
Vivy,
this is.
You are our last hope.
Who is Vivy? This intro was god-bodied though. So.
Now, if you watch any of my videos, I'm pretty sure you know I like fighting. But from time to time, I want to start sprinkling in some hidden gems, some anime that I feel don't get talked about enough. A good mix between mainstream and underground shows. And of course, hands will be thrown. Now, if you've never seen this before, think of it as a cyberpunk / Detroit Become Human type of vibes. What you saw at the beginning was 100 years in the future when them robots said, you know what, we're not taking this disrespect. And that's when Vivy comes into play, the first humanoid AI whose mission is to make everyone happy with her singing. And in between her performances, she would kick back with the homegirl Momika. This is pretty much her ride or die. Her day one,
gang.
The only friend she has.
Squad.
And when watching this, it made me realize that Steve Jobs and them are setting us up for failure. Cause I don't know about y'all, but I don't want no AI talking to me like it's my friend. Cause it's 50-50 on which timeline we gonna get. We either gonna get the cyberpunk timeline, you know, the good ending, or we gonna get the iRobot timeline. And we're not gonna have a Will Smith to say today. See, I'm trying to tell y'all, one of these next—
Are you sure cyberpunk is the good ending? Now I haven't seen the whole show, but I've seen reviews of the video game and stuff. So
iOS updates, we gonna say, "Hey Siri," and she gonna respond with an attitude.
This your second time calling me nigga? The fuck do you want?
Anyways, by the time she's ready for her next performance,
I need that again. I was just
updates, we gonna say, "Hey Siri," and she gonna respond with an attitude.
This your second time calling me nigga? The fuck do you want?
Anyways, by the time she's ready for her next performance, she got hit with those visions and knocked out. And this is when we find out the plan scientist was cooking up. He sent this program 100 years into the past, which I'ma just call him Cube, to show her the future timeline as well as support her in changing it. Now, of course, she wasn't going for that. Told that nigga to skedaddle. But they went through the classic convince them by showing them shit that's gonna happen thing. It's a canon event in shows like this. But Cube was like, alright, now we gotta lock in. Right now it seems all buddy-buddy with humans and AI. But make no mistake, this piece is a fragile illusion. Over the next century, AI will evolve. They'll learn, adapt, eventually outgrowing their roles. And the spark for that is the passing of the AI naming law. In just a few months, this law will grant AI the same rights as humans. And it starts with a tragedy. The murder of Yuichi Awakawa. He is a visionary, an advocate for AI rights. The group of AI haters known as Toke are responsible for this. His murder will ignite a fire.
Y'all hear this, right? Y'all hear this, right? Okay, huh? Skynet, huh? Got me looking at my phone different. Like, we cool, right? Like, we Gucci, right? Like, we been through a lot, my nigga. I'm just saying. I'm on your side, nigga. So
firestorm of support for the AI naming law. Your mission is clear. Save Yuichi Awakawa.
Blicky done.
And I don't know how she got up here, but they hacked the fire extinguishers and ran up on out of there. And these AIs must be considered demigods of some sort, cause they called for backup and ran in like 12 deep. Not gonna lie, if it takes us 12 people to take down a single robot, something's wrong. What are y'all doing, hiring volunteers? We're obviously not built for this life. Let's just go home. Now, one thing Q failed to mention earlier is that these dudes are about to bomb this place. So now we're on a time crunch. So they trying to escape, but the boss cussed them off and his Vivy was some type of EMP bullet. He started walking them down, but I was just waiting for Vivy to get up and whoop his ass.
Get out! Damn, Figgy.
But nah, they were deadass just chilling in the elevator. Turns out if you have any type of technology over your eyes, they can hack that shit and make you see anything they want. So they were on the run again, but this time set off some bombs to escape. But Vivy saw one of the guys about to get crushed, so her being the kind person that she is, saved his life. And I can respect it, but at the same time you hoeing us. Cause now these niggas are emptying clips. Fully automatic clips, and the only reason why we alive right now is because Tony Stark must have designed this building. There's gotta be nanotech in that window because that shit still ain't break. So Vivy's new plan was just saying, fuck it, we just gonna blow this bitch up. They run to the rooftop, and just so y'all know, she did give him a 2-minute warning, so she's not just murking everybody in here. Now they running down, throws him to the other building, and she said, finally I can let loose. Turn the jets on their ass with a straight face too. This is no more than a Sunday stroll. And she let the hair down for the one time, gave them boys a wallpaper. So after completing the mission, Q went on explaining how it's forbidden to alter history for no reason, but this time was acceptable. But there was another article she happened to notice. Yeah, I know, we're all confused right now. I had no clue why Q was beating her ass, but it's when she got outside where it all made sense. The article was showing us a plane, and one of those people on the plane was Momoka. To be honest, whooping Vivy's ass was unnecessary. What could she have done in that situation anyway? Nigga just wanted to fight her just cuz. But now we got a 15-year time skip when Cube comes back with the next mission.
Damn. Not the homie.
For the next 48 hours, you will be operating undercover as a temporary staff member in a space hotel. Your target, Estella, the one responsible for the crash of this very hotel in the future. Her actions will sow seeds of mistrust towards AI, and this mistrust will not be contained. It will spread, fueling hatred and violence, leading into an all-out war between humans and AI. The mission seems easy enough. Just gotta murk Estella real quick. But Vivy had a point. This seems a little too simple. Estella must have gotten a virus, hacked something. So she spoke to Leclerc, who talked about a rumor about Estella being involved with the owner's death. But Vivy knew that was fake news. And she had a couple convos with Estella, and she pretty much was like, hell nah, I know she's not a bad person. All of a sudden, the emergency alarm goes off. They went ahead and confirmed that was probably some type of security malfunction. But we know that wasn't no damn security malfunction. Cut to like 30 minutes later and we see Leclerc with Estella. And it seems like they had some type of plan on bringing the owner's death to justice. So I don't know where those bad rumors she told Vivy about came from, cause she's deadass just working with her.
What?
Welp. Ain't that some shit? Meanwhile, Vivy ends up running into Momoka's little sister when explosions start going off.
One thing I'm gonna say though, too many characters are being said at a time. Am I the only one? Like, if you've never watched this before, I'm having kind of a difficult time keeping track of all these characters because you're like, wait, this person Momoka is this person's sister, but this is her 15 years. I'm dead ass confused. Who just died and why? But that's why you watch the show, to see why. But I'm too many characters, nigga. I'm confused.
She's gonna go ahead and take her to safety, but she runs into Estella. Everything seems fine until she peeped that she don't got her bracelet on. Done broke the arm. Weave the kid, grab the girl, we out of there. And then we find out that this isn't the real Estella. The real one got knocked out in her room. So Vivy ends up going into the room that Leclerc got murked in, and out of respect, she gonna make her look whole again, but she said, look, I'ma need that arm. And it's crazy cause she deadass just downloaded a combat pack. She can download a Bruce Lee DLC with ease. That's OP. And not even 5 seconds later, she already whooping ass. And look at this Stormtrooper aim. She's running in a single file line and y'all still missing. Knee to the face done took that boy's teeth. Clocks the next dude, Jarvis. Analyze her fight pattern. Weave, go to sleep. So then we find the real Estella, and she's confused on how someone else is controlling the ship. She's the only one with authority to do that. But that's when it clicked. The only one who could possibly share that authority is her sister, Elizabeth. Flashback.
Now she, her
Pretty
sister
much like
Elizabeth.
8-some years ago, they were running experiments on if they can make a perfect clone of Estella. And the moment they saw that it wasn't going to work, they scrapped her immediately. But
Damn.
the same guy Vivy saved
Heartless.
15 years ago was the one who gave her a second chance. But all I heard was another ass who need a beat. Pulled up on that girl with efficiency. And she over here
Crash
trying to
out.
get her monologue off like we care about that shit. Put that guard
put
up.
your hands
Blocks
up,
the
nigga.
knee, jumps over the sweep.
Come here.
Deflect, slip. Vivy
Yup.
blocks a double hit, but they connects
Oh,
with
the
the elbow.
choreography
Back your
is
ass
fire.
up. Runs back in with a flip kick, but that's a double block. Blocks the jab, Liz gonna stop the body shot. Weave. Blocks the back fist, counters with the elbow, stops the knee, barely blocked the kick. And one thing you gotta know about Vivy is that she don't care about this fighting shit. She gonna get the mission done by any means possible. She told Q to go ahead and plant a virus in the system. We
Yeah,
ain't
we
here to
gonna
fight
cheat.
fair, we're here
What
to
do you
win.
mean?
And
Cheat
Liz
codes
felt the
all
same
day.
way. She gonna pull out a knife and try to murk Estella. Block the side, duck the roundhouse, and not gonna lie, they're showing us a bunch of air balls right here, but did she just grip your head? Did she just Michael Jordan your shit mid-box? Not gonna lie, somebody gotta die here. If I'm Liz, there's no way I'm letting you walk out of here knowing my skull shape. I know I'm your op, but you ain't have to
Hold my
violate
whole
me like
shit.
that. But she ends up knocking Vivy down, goes for the final blow, but she gonna get distracted by Estella. She peeps the bracelet, and right here, she lost all intimidation. You're no longer a threat. Proceeds to eat a mean-ass shoulder check, but she not done. Now hold this.
Damn.
This is the first time I ever seen a robot get concussed. So they rush to the control room, but it's too late. They
Scramble
can't
the
stop the
memory
ship from
chip.
crashing. She tells Vivy to head to the evacuation ship because the best thing she can do now is detach all the parts so it'll burn up in the atmosphere. But yeah, that's the mission accomplished though. And now we got like a 5-year time skip where Vivy is doing another rescue mission. And the one
damn,
she
all
saved this
time
time was Dr. Saiki. But before we continue, I gotta mention that Vivy got that shit the fuck on. Peep the fit. She
I like
rocking
the
the business casual,
glasses. She
but the
going crazy with the
Ray-Bans
shades. Yeah, she
and
going
the
crazy
bomber
with the shades.
jacket made that shit.
And the
pop.
bomber kind of
But
crazy. Nah,
anyways,
she got it on.
this mission
got that
ties
it
in
on.
with the
She got that
Space
it
Hotel
on.
arc. Estella sacrificing her life made her the perfect example of what an AI should be. And that led to the creation of this factory island that's completely ran by AIs. But that's the problem. In the original
good.
timeline, this wasn't built until 20 years from now. And then we find out that Dr. Saiki was a former member of the group he was just boxing with earlier. They had some type of disagreement, which is why he was on the run. But he also believes that AI is advancing way too fast. So he gives them a program that should completely shut down the island. But before leaving, we find out that bro is married to that AI. And in the original timeline, they were famous for it. Not gonna lie, bro, that's kinda crazy. You couldn't handle rank, so you switched to easy mode. Imagine all your clout coming.
I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. Marrying the AI, brazy. Brazy. Why would you need to marry the AI? Like, say you fall in love with your robot, which if AI gets to the point where it's indecipherable from humans and they look that good in this fantasy world, then you can't fully call somebody weird for falling in love with their AI, because niggas fall in love with, like you said, this nigga fell in love with his car, but niggas fall in love with what is it called when someone kidnaps you and then you fall in love with your kidnapper? Stockholm syndrome. So there's definitely going to be people who fall in love with their thing and they're not going to be able to decipher the thing. What I will say, though, is if you do fall in love with your AI and it's just like a human, why would you need to marry it? I ain't going to lie to you, nigga. If your AI leave you, you buns, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. If your AI leaves you, nigga, you are... That's a whole different level of having no game, nigga. Because if a dishwasher can be like, you know what, I had enough, and gets up and walks out on you, yeah, nigga, you sick. I think the commitment is that she's your robot, nigga. Like, I don't think you need to marry her. Fuck around, get divorced, and she gets half. How stupid you feel?
from getting intimate with a robot. But anyways, they head to the island, got a little tour and whatnot. Everything was going smooth until every robot started going off talking about intruders are pulling up. They went ahead and planted the shutdown program, but it did not do what was intended. All it did was make the AI start murking niggas. And you know Vivy gonna try and save everyone she can, but it doesn't really matter. Half of them got murked. And there's no hiding the fact that AIs were the ones who did it. Also, this dude is here again, and he actually tells us the truth. Turns out Doctor was lying this whole time.
I knew it.
He never cared whether or not humans and AI evolve at the same pace. Bro's doing all this for Robo-Cooch.
Huh?
And of course we had to confront him because that's weird. And
Off
this is
this
when we
nigga.
get the full scoop. Long story short, he met that AI years ago. She was a nurse AI who was always comforting him because, you know, that's her job. So fast forward a couple years and he asks her to marry him. She accepts, of course, and her reasoning was as long as it improves her mission, she'll gladly do it. But it can only be with him though. Now that's not saying much, cause at the time, he was the only nigga trying to fuck a robot. She ain't have much options. And this was during the whole Space Hotel incident. So with Estella pretty much becoming the Michael Jordan of AI, anything of importance was only given to the best of the best, aka his girl. Not gonna lie, she got hold, cause she was forced to manage this big ass island by herself. Also, that AI he's been with this whole time is a clone. His plan was to get the original's data and upload it into the clone.
This
Obviously,
nigga sick.
Vivy was like, damn, maybe we can at least try, but she knew deep down there was no saving her.
Off this nigga.
Did he just, is this nigga stupid?
Oh,
Does
I
he think
already-
a mere Glock would frighten me?
Nigga, up Glocky on you, bro. You up Glocky on a Hogan. She basically is a Glock. Man, like, what are you talking about, bro? Get the spin on this nigga.
Yo, listen to me.
Hey.
Yeah, I am Vivy.
And she got it on
But
still.
right now, I ain't that same Vivy that be on that stage. Don't let this singing shit fool you, cause for the sake of the mission,
Gangsta.
I will kill. Then he tried ordering this little weak ass clone, but Vivy said, bitch, don't
Mush.
you ever try me. Later ass out.
Oh my God. With a seismic mushing. You mushed her head off her shoulders? Nah, nigga. Nigga mush your head off your shoulders? Nah, bro. That's crazy. Hold
Frighten
on.
me? Yo, listen to me.
Hold on.
Yeah, I am. Don't let this
Hold
singing
on.
shit fool you, cause for the sake of the mission, I will
said, "You
kill.
know my body."
Then he tried ordering this
Watch
little
this.
weak ass clone, but Vivy said, bitch,
Damn.
don't you ever try me. Later ass out and proceeded to walk off. And to get to the original, they went through this cool ass chase scene, which I can't show much of. She got there and was like, damn, I wish I could save you. Oh well. Punch straight through the chest. And afterwards, she met up with the doctor to let him know that this was the only choice. It had to be done.
Why you in the doctor?
I know he was gonna do that shit, man.
himself,
And
right?
Vivy seen that, put her through some mental crisis. And the next time we see her is when she pretty much became the new Madonna. The emotion she has now is immeasurable. But even so,
Too
this
much
was
sauce.
not my Vivy. The Vivy I know ain't giving niggas high fives. But anyway,
now,
she
she
got
tell you,
invited
it
to
ain't always
perform at this
hands.
music
It ain't
festival
always hands.
when she ends up meeting this other AI singer named Ophelia. So they both get called to rehearsal. Ophelia does her little thing, but when Vivy goes up, she notices some guy in the back who looks oddly familiar. She decides to follow him, but an op bot was on standby. Luckily,
Not a
Cube was
op-bot.
there because Vivy is washed right now. And of course, Cube knows her memories got erased because he was the one who had to reboot her. So fast forward to when they meet up again and Cube was not having it. He wanted no part with this fraud, this poser, this impostor having it. He wanted no part with this fraud.
Why train when the writers will bless me? Facts! God, I don't want to turn this to a rant, but I hate this transformation. You niggas don't understand how much, and it's weird because I asked for Piccolo to get a transformation, but not the way he got it. The orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan thing are so garbage, nigga. I don't care what anybody says, nigga. Niggas try to justify this Beast Gohan sometimes, and I'm just like, no, nigga. The way y'all trying to justify it was Mystic Gohan. Y'all trying to be like, no, this is what Gohan always had inside him. It's about the, that rage that he had. during Raditz, you remember that? No, that was just no, nigga. The point of Mystic Gohan was he was finally able. Man, let me not even get into this. Let me not even get
poser,
into it.
this
No,
imposter.
that was the point of Mr.
whole
Gohan,
time,
nigga.
Vivi was trying to figure out why this random ass cube saved her earlier,
That
and
ain't got
she
nothing
was
to
like,
do with
"Well,
this.
if he saved me before, he'll do it again." I don't know why she thought jumping off the map was the best course of action. If Cube was a millisecond off, he would have pulled an Andrew Garfield.
Damn.
The show would have been done right there. But after that, he told her everything about the real Vivy, and they decided to team up for this next mission in stopping Ophelia from ending herself. The reason is unknown. An AI ending itself has never happened before, and their job is to prevent that. So Vivy's approach was trying to talk to her and whatnot, and that convo led to Ophelia bringing up her dead homie Antonio, who got placed up like a decoration. So fast forward a little later when Vivy runs into the same guy again, and bro immediately knocked her out. The real Vivy would never. And if you haven't already noticed, this is this.
I know this ain't Shorty that mushed somebody's head off their shoulders. Dang, Vivy. In high school, you was the android, Vivy. The fuck happened to you?
Same guy who's been involved in every mission. She saved them all them years ago. Couple years passed and he was there for both the space hotel and the island mission. And now he's back again, but this time he's an AI human hybrid. But he also knows that this ain't the real Vivy. So he implanted a personality delete program. And she said the same thing I was thinking. Nigga, why are you so obsessed with the other Vivy? And y'all know words like that trigger a backstory. So pretty much when he was younger, he had an AI as his piano teacher. But one day they got into a crash. And instead of following its program mission of being the piano teacher, it went to save people in the car and got caught in the explosion. So it was given a human funeral, but at the same time, they were showing the way he died on that fat ass flat screen. And bro was like, no way these niggas are serious. You wouldn't do that if he was human. And that's why he joined Toke. He thought if AI just stuck to their one program mission, his piano teacher would still be alive. And Vivy reminds him of that, an AI who seems to have a heart. So basically he loves AI but wishes he didn't. So Cube finally shows up, broke the restraints, and they jumped out the window. And this dude does not care about his well-being. He pulls the blick out, but she activates the Bruce Lee DLC. She gonna shoulder check his ass mid-air. Don't know how she did that, but look at the recovery. She on that. And he's gonna pull out the built-in...
Nah, the hawk down was just... Hold on, y'all saw the hawk down? She hit the ground into a roll, got to getting microscopic on that. Hold on.
Don't know how she did that, but look at the recovery.
Down.
She on it. And he's going to pull out the built-in 50 cal, but Spider Sense, she watching that bullet fly by.
Light work. Yup, she done got her
I don't know what
updated.
type of bullet that was, but she ate it though. But Cube gonna join the fight. And not gonna lie, letting her put her hair up is the same as watching someone power up. She gonna dodge the bullets, grab Cube in the same motion, and sent that nigga. Better put that gun down, bitch. Get your ass back. Switch sides, hops the bullet, dodge the double kick, and clocked her. Cube gonna spin back though, we ain't fighting fair. But this dude has a whole armory in his inventory, so he cuts Cube down. But that's when Vivy gonna come through.
Come here.
Hold that.
Hold that too.
Good thing you have AI, cause you would've lost right here. Bro has a perfect visual of his own ass. He gonna block the right, weave the kick, grab the fit, launch her ass, but he ain't done. She gonna kick the crate, hops over that shit, and let's get personal. Slip, sidestep, weave, pitch. He gonna block the side kick, easy reads, grabs the wrist, excellent disarm. But he gonna flip over with a mean kick.
Ooh!
She blocks the follow-up, but that knockback crazy. And to be honest, I respect him for picking the knife back up. Most of the time,
I ain't gonna lie, they getting mixy. They are getting very mixy. Oh man.
Shows act like their weapon gets sent to the void if they drop it. She gonna dodge the stab, then rock the brain. Runs back in, blocks the kick. She gonna block one too. Step back, weave. He blocks the kick, then it cuts to her flying into the railing. And this shit right here, all I'm saying is that the original Vivy wouldn't allow this. He throws a knife and she gonna dodge it kinda saucy, not gonna lie. He ends up putting her in a headlock, but Q wasted no time. I'm not exactly sure what that did, but he's done for. And
you forgot about Cube, didn't you? We jump around here, nigga. Look, you thought this was a fair one? Nah, nigga, he done hacked your whole mainframe. He done uploaded all kind of malware into your system, nigga. Now you got a bunch of pop-up ads talk about locals close to your location trying to smash. He can't even do nothing no more. He can't even fight. He's just getting mad pop-up ads and points. Just can't even close the windows. Close 1, 2 pop-up.
And in the middle of Vivy's fight, Cube had a clone on the rooftop trying to talk with Ophelia. But that's when we find out the truth about why she ended herself in the original timeline. Antonio was given the mission of being Ophelia's support AI, but he took supporting her literally and boot-ganged her body, all because he thinks he can do a better job. Turns out he can also Bluetooth his old body and make a box for him. And there's this whole fight between him and Q, but we just gonna skip over that. Long story short, they got cooked. And even though Ophelia still ended up dead, it wasn't from ending herself, so I guess the timeline was changed enough. Now fast forward.
Y'all could have just saved a lot of time and just killed her. Like, if that was the case, you had to just stop her from getting, and she was gonna kill her, you could have saved a lot of time by just off and right
when
away.
Vivy is performing, and there was nothing they could have done about the personality delete program. But shit, I ain't mad about it. Make way, you fraud. The real Vivy gotta step in. But the crazy thing is, the next time we see her, she's in a damn AI museum. She had to retire because she compared herself to the other version, who was way better at singing. And doing that messed up her whole flow. She found herself not being able to sing no more. So she thought maybe if she wrote her own song, which no AI in history has ever done,
like
she'll be able to sing again. So for the next 20 years, she was writing this song, with also becoming friends with this kid who visited her all the time.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It take you 20 years to write a song. You gonna have to go ahead and get that up. You gonna have to go ahead and get that up. Yeah, you ain't got the gift. 20 years, you ain't got the gift. I'm sorry. That's all.
The time to where she was able to hold his baby. And turns out this is the same guy who sent Cube 100 years into the past. But even when she finished the song, she still couldn't sing. But her taking 20 years to write a single song put her ass straight to sleep. But the next time she woke up, everything was on fire. Runs outside and sees the AIs going mad. That 100-year plan to change the future was for nothing. Then she sees one dude about to get murked, so she rocks her real quick. She tried connecting, but once that hand got swiped away, she said, oh well, at least I tried. And homeboy wasn't taking no chances. He saw a robot and hauled ass, and I would have done the same thing. Well, let's hope he got isekai'd into a nice world. And for some reason, Vivy sees a car going full speed at her, and instead of moving out the way, she decides to block. Now, Cube comes through and stops it because he knows she was bugging. But the timeline is repeating. The doctor is once again getting ready to send Cube 100 years in the past to do the same thing. But the GOAT has arrived. Bobbing weave. But after that, Doctor was shook. The fact that Vivy pulled up, he knew that another version of himself already done this plan, and obviously it failed. So the doctor said that he has some allies, and it just happens to be Toke. Now, Vivy has been soloing Toke for the last 100 years. Them niggas are sorry. But they got one person carrying the team on their back. Leg grab, yo ass down. Hold that, and yo ass ain't safe. Then serves up a combo 3-piece. Then we see Vivy putting in work up top. Them little weak ass kicks. Matter of fact, taking your ass on a trip.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Damn!
So they all get grouped up, and that person who was carrying Toke a second ago was Liz. And Liz is only alive because they cloned her body and uploaded her old data file. And since she's still rocking iOS 13, she wasn't going crazy like the other AIs.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. The way that y'all, man, shout out to Kev, bro. Shout out to all you guys who do this stuff, man. I love reacting to this stuff. It really just gets me into a lot of different shows. Let me get the ISO. A lot of different shows, a lot of different properties. It really helps. I really enjoy this. I just really enjoy this. You guys do a great job at this, guys. Kevin, Super, Blanky, some of the people that I just started reacting to, the new ones, the one that I did, Naruto beating up Boruto. Bro, I like this whole little genre of content. I really do. It infuses...
Attention, I am the AI's database, the archive. 12 hours remain before I hit y'all niggas with like 100 satellites. Good luck. So then Vivy enters her archive and it tells her straight up that it plans on murking all humans. It said humans started treating them like shit and they were no longer going to tolerate that disrespect. However, since Vivy was the only AI ever to do something of her own free will, it said, you know what? And I hate when anime do this. Having someone's mouth move but we don't know what they said, then the main character reacts like they just been told the most diabolical shit ever, and now you gotta wait like 2 episodes to know what they said. But anyways, we still gotta stop them satellites. So the plan was to split up into 2 teams. Now, putting these 2 on the same team is crazy, cause on one hand they're not gonna lose. It's gonna be a 4-0 sweep, but whoever is on the other team got hold, and I'll be the first nigga to complain. Cause ain't no way you put the 2 national threats on the same team. At that point, I just leave. I'd have a better chance surviving the satellites than doing this. And to further prove my point, they walked in there by themselves. They told them niggas to wait outside. They even knew they weren't gonna do shit. You take left, I take right. Vivy gonna destroy the juggler, jump up, demolish his ACL. Didn't even kill that man, just ruin his career. Land back down there, don't even gotta look at bro, just clocked him. Now we cut to Liz. This man cannot believe his eyes. He's shocked, astounded, stunned, flabbergasted even. This is the most expression I've seen a background character make this whole show. Proceeds to get his chest slashed, finished it with a slice to the neck. Juke that man crazy. He's like, damn, I can't do that.
Nigga, she is over here already. You still blinking over here. Oh, nah, your ankles shattered. Your ankles shattered. Your ankles just swimming in your legs right now. Just swimming in a million pieces. She done hot sauce and won you, bro.
Move. Peep how she immobilized the arm.
You see how he tried to track her down? If I get juked that bad, just drop the gun, nigga. He tried to correct it. Nah, look how he tried to correct it.
Crazy. He's like, damn, I can't do that.
What?
Spin move.
This nigga tried to spin it and he shot 2 more times. Nigga, yo.
Peep how she immobilized the arm. Proceeds to take that nigga's own arm and pop him. Meanwhile, the other team is keeping surveillance, letting them know where to go and shit like that. With only 5 human guards, by the way, and just a
Hold on. I feel
like that. With only
I don't know why I feel extra bad for this guy. You could tell he just showed up to the job. This ain't even where he planned on ending his career. You know what I mean? It's like, this is an ends to a means. He ain't even, look at this guy. He's thinking about what he gonna have for dinner. Man, when I get home, my wife gonna cook some, man, I think we have some meatloaf left over. I love meatloaf. He just
5 human guards, by the way. And just to remind y'all, these niggas are sorry. They were struggling to hit a standstill target earlier. They're airballing wide open layups. It takes skill to beat his ass. But they find out that the security is turning back on, so this is where the background characters start getting murked one by one. And the surveillance team had an entire army on their doorstep, so we know they're doomed. No point in dragging this out. The surveillance team got eviscerated.
damn.
So Vivy, Cube, and Liz are the last ones able to continue the mission. They get there, but Liz ends up having to sacrifice herself so Vivy can finish this. But now we finally get to see what Archive said of Vivy. Considering how close Vivy is to being an actual human, they deemed her worthy of being the first of a new race, so it decided to entrust her with the future. And all she gotta do is sing her song and the AIs will stop. But as we already know, Vivy cannot sing right now. Then the timer runs out and all the satellites start crashing down towards Earth.
I thought she just couldn't sing good.
Crazy how all this could have been avoided if you just spoke with a melody. But at the same time, it shows how human she really is. Cause she was genuinely mad with herself, questioning why they chose her. If they chose someone else, it could have been different. But Q being the W mans that he is, he told her to tee up. No one else besides you could have done this shit. Without you, I would have failed 10 times over. Stop caring about the other Vivy. She's not you. Remember everything we've been through? What does singing mean to you? Once we got that compilation of all the homies, I knew Vivy locked in. And I was like, that's cool and all, but didn't we already lose?
Yeah,
but good
like
thing
all
we
these
already
niggas
know
already
time
dead.
travel. Now, the only problem is that we couldn't save Doctor this time. So she murks old girl the same exact way, stops bro from getting isekai this time, and when Q put up, she filled him in on what's going on. So she put up on Toke, filled them in, and had a game plan for Toke to take down the Gooms. Drops the first guy, second forgot how to use a gun, ducks under and kicks the third, dodged the bullet, connects with the back kick. Well shit, I guess this ain't gonna work. She dodges the left, he blocks
the nigga put the blick down and tried to fight her with hands. You know what? I respect that nigga. I respect you. It's the dumbest thing you could have. You the dumbest nigga of anybody in this entire thing. But I respect. You see how his stance, he even has an old-timey stance, nigga. Like, yeah, you finna get put in the bland.
To right, she deflects the cross, stops the left kick, weave, double block, stops the knee, stops the leg. They zoom back in and Shorty has acquired a knife. Slip, hoe ass nigga. And all the while, Cube is making sure the archive is going to hear Vivy's song. Then we see Vivy and she's going back to where it all began. She's going to end this at the place where it started. But we find out that when she sings this song, not only would it stop archive, but since she's connected to it, it will stop her as well.
Ah, damn.
Thank you for listening, everyone.
But we see her however many years later, and she rocking the shortcut now, but sadly her memories are completely gone. But one thing about Vivy, no matter the timeline, no matter what version of her it is, without fail, she will always put that shit on. But once again, no matter the timeline, she will always find herself trying to make people happy with her singing. I know the hands aren't as crazy as Gotta High School or Windbreaker or Fog Hill, but that's because this story is actually fire. Vivy is now one of my favorite characters. Deadass. I give this show a solid 9 out of 10.
I respected that. I really liked that. Like he said, it was more than just the hands. Usually we come here for the hands, but the story was good too. The story was good. It had me locked in, had me compelled with it. You did a great job. We back to reacting to your stuff, and I know there's mad videos from CJ the Champ, or a couple videos from CJ the Champ, mad videos from Kevin. We gonna get on all of them, but stay tuned. It's about to be an October to remember. Yiddy!